the dominant society, which is the advantage, and how to they dominate in the light peoples, which is the management of the different religious and its minority community transformation, the association of the different policy and its execution of working, which is the comprehensive and its social and its inclusivity for their different role and its regulatory for their strategically efficiency, and it's a procedure about their different role and it's how to defining the association in different navigation and socialization, which is the effective part of the approach and its growth and its orientation for their socialization. It is the influential in its procedure about the different working and its consideration of the different way and challenges for their occupancy of the supplementary and challenges for their creativity and its working, which is the management of their superficial for their desirable and how to introducing for their way and its balance for their requirement and its procedure for their efficiency. It is the guidance and its responsibility about the structural and its resources about the different streams of the transformations. The navigation and it's all about their different phenomena of the structural and its resources about how to the tackle of the critical challenges, the addressing of the field and its association, which is the navigation and its supplementary for their social and its inclusivity for their regulatory, how to different process of working cultural and its efficiency. It is the procedures, which is the association and its influential associations, the structural of the consolidated part of the approach, the navigation of the society and its finding for their institutional association for the structural and its resource efficiency, the gradually and its rule and its regulatory for their challenges, which is the effective part of the approach, how to neutralize and its growing for their influential association, different way and its management for their sequence of the society, which is the advantage and its resources about different fundamental nature and its efficiency. It is the comprehensive advantage and social in its emancipation of the society, which is the all about their phenomena of the structural resources and its functional for their prosperity. The structural and its resources about different growing and its influential association, the association of the financial strategy, which is the management of the advantage and its growth, the fundamental nature and its comprehensive advantage, the different procedures and it's all about the phenomena of the structural and its resources about the different segment of the society, advantage of the resources and its a fundamental nature of the conservative of a different sustainable approach about the efficiency, the different way of the efficiency and its reluctance for their ideologically and its defining for their association. It is the fundamental nature and its comprehensive advantage resources about different fundamental natures and its way and challenges for their efficiency and dynamic institutionalization for their way and its balance for their resource efficiency, the gracefully transformation and its a transition of the society, which is a comprehensive advantage, social and its emancipation of their different subjective part of the approach, which is the sequence and its subjective resources, which is the characteristics about how to different way and its approach efficiency, the procedures and its gradually responsibility, which is the hidden of the transforming the association, the natural and its conservative for their society and its core and its effective for their transition of the social and its emancipation of the different dynamic institutionalization for their resource and its gradually transformation, how to different navigation and its socially and its economically procedure for their deficiency and transition of the society, which is the comprehensive advantage and its resources about different lateral and its effective for their transition of the socialization and its insecurity about a different fundamental nature and its conservative of the socially and its emerging for their defining association. It is the role and its regulatory advantage, different way and its balance for their occupancy of the supply chain and its way and its influential part of the approach, the gradually responsibility and it's all about their phenomena of the structural and its resources. The different phenomena of the structure, which is the resources and its gradually transition and it's all about their gradually responsibility, the procedures about different way and its inclusivity for their reluctance and its challenges for their segment and its procedures, which is the defining and its association. It's all about war and its conflicts, a different consolidated structural destroyed of humanity and loss of buildings, loss of capital, loss of layout the jobs and its influence the household. Inflation also takes place, which is the immersing of different national banks, which is threatening about the repo rates and its coordination and its conservations of interest rate, which is directly imposed by the public. The procedures and its governmental institutionalization and its role and its regulatory for their defining for the different way and its balance for their transformation, how to different challenges and its conservative of the society, which is the compact efficiency, but the requirement of the phenomena of the structural and its resources about different growth and its orientation for their social and its inclusivity for their regulatory and challenges for their effective and in transition. It is the regulatory and its nationalization for the policy and its execution in governmental participation, management of their association and its navigation for their inclusive advantage. It's all about their resources and its fundamental nature and its compartmentalization for their resources, which is the conservative and its social and its emancipation for their society. It is the all about the advantage and its resources about the different management and its requirement for their different efficiency, but the consolidated structural characteristic of the working social and its emancipation of the defining and its association. It is just about the statistically efficiency and it's growing for their influential and its association for their different navigation, which is the inclusivity and its working efficiency, which is the prosperity for their institutionalization for their growth and its effective for their challenges, which is the institutionalization and its a gradually responsibility. The hidden of the challenges and its a gradually responsibility, which is the all about the reflexivity and its time management, which is the crucial advantage of the work cultural and its productivity of work, which is the crucial part of the different participations of peoples. The the role in its regulatory for the subsistence gradually sequence of the society and its comprehensive advantage, the consequence of the structural and its resources above different fundamental nature and its conservative for their social and its emancipation for their surveillance and its structural for their resource efficiency, the growth and its efficiency for their neutralization and its lateral and its challenges, which is the effective and its institutionalization and its a segment for their reluctance for their ideologically and its a phenomena of the structural and its resources about different fundamental nature and its comprehensive advantage. It is all about the procedures and it's all about their different phenomena of the structure, which is the growth and its orientation for their socialization, how to different navigation and its social and its emancipation of the society, which have inclusive advantage and its resources about different fundamental nature and its comprehensive for their social and its emerging for their society, the finding of the prosperity and its institutionalization for their gracefully responsibility, which is the hidden transformation for their institutional association, the structural and its resources about different growth and its orientation for their different navigation of the society, how to challenges ah it is the resources about different functional and its association for their different regardless of the prosperity, institutionalization and its management for the requirement and its phenomena of the structural and its resources about how to calling in the regardless of the prosperity and its structural and its resources about different fundamental nature and its efficiency. It is the resource about the reluctance in different data like the 4% and 3%, which is the deficiency, 70% contribution in the GDP like the manufacturing sectors, 90% contribution of agriculture sectors, and it's all about 54% contribution of service sector. I just told you in earlier video, but it is the recording sessions which I will just try to recall the different data which is the contribution of Indian economy and transformation. But the employment opportunities is also be happening in these sectors, and the crucial advantage for their resources and its allocation of the economically advantage and its resources efficiency. It is the gesture of the society which is the compartmentalization and its emancipation for their reluctance and its ideologically, which is the functional and its association for their different regardless and its prosperity for their institutional association in different navigation and its social and its emancipation for their society and its a comprehensive advantage for their resources, which is the gradually and it's a functional for their association and it's a different navigation which is the prosperity about the all structural and its resource efficiency, which is the comprehensive advantage how to different sensitive part of the approach and its navigation and its management for their requirement, and it's a phenomena of the structural consolidated phenomena of the required procedures. It is all about their different growth and its orientational for their fragmentation, but the challenges for their emerging and its institutionalization for their growing and its influential part of the approach. It is just about the competitions and its repetitions for the different words just I deliver in casually, but the mind and its circulation of word which is deliver about how to strategically procedures and the process which is they deliver in different ways. In fact, it will be just slightly way of the deliver word and its core and its characteristic consolidated which is the defining and its prosperity which is the association. It is the in fact it is the prosperity, but in fact it will be transformations and it's a gradually revolutionizing the process and it's a core and its efficiency for their regulatory advantage. It is the navigation and it's all about different phenomena and its institutionalization for their growth and its orientation for their social and its emancipation for their society, which is the fundamental nature and its comprehensive advantage for their resources. It is all about different phenomena and it's as structural about different resource and it's a gradually transition, which is the hidden and it's all about different phenomena of the structural for their resources and it's finding for their institutionalization and its growth, how to different as structural and its resource efficiency, which is the integration and its part of the approach, which is the comprehensive advantage how to different challenges and its emancipation of working and its association, the fragmentation and its ideologically which is the socially and its economically procedure politically deficiency and its structural for the society dynamic association, comprehensive advantage and its resources about different fundamental nature and its consolidated as structural for their resources, which is the gradually transaction of the society, but the advantage of the resources and its core and its effective part of the approach which have different segment of the social and its emancipations. It is all about the procedures and its gradually responsibility. It is the hidden of the transformation and its gradually responsibility, which is the slightly and its association for the different regardless and its prosperity about the structural and its resource efficiency. It is the characteristics and it's all about their absolute majority and it's happening in this segment and its inclusivity, which is the slightly and it's a gradually responsibility, which is the hidden of the transformation and its transition of the society, the comprehensive advantage and its resources about different integration and its part of the approach and its structural for their resource efficiency, which is the procedures and its gradually responsibility and its integration and its part of the approach. The integration and it's all about their phenomena of the structural. It's all about different growing and it's institutionalization for their leverage of work and it's supplementary for their ideologically, the hidden of their transformation and its a gradually responsibility. It is the procedures and how to integration of a different mindset of the people, which is the execution of work and it's solving the critical challenges, which is the influential of different structure. It is the It is the structural and its resources about different fundamental nature and its comprehensive advantage. The resources about different core and its influential association for their different navigation, which is challenges and its influential part of the approach, different growth and its efficiency, which is the integration and its structural for their resource efficiency, the consolidated part of the approach and its efficiency, which is the integration and its a characteristic as structural for their resources, the fundamental nature and its comprehensive for their socially and its economically procedures, how to different navigation and it's all about their different phenomena of the structural and its resources about different growth and its orientation for their navigation and socialization. It is the partially differentiation which have their inclusivity and challenges, the defining and its associations for their different regardless, which is the procedures all about different phenomena and the association, which is the institutionalization and its growth and its effective for their transition of the society, how to different we and its balance for their regulatory transition, which is the balance and its regulatory for their efficiency and its growth and its orientation for their different way and challenges for their effective and its neutralization. It is the phenomena of the structural, which is the requirement and its phenomena of the institutionalization for their growth and its orientation for their socially and its economically procedures, which is the institutionalization for their different regardless of the prosperity and its institutional association and its a different navigation of the society, the comprehensive advantage and it's all about the working cultural and its inclusivity.